Hello everyone, welcome to the post-game video here. We just watched UND beat Omaha 4-2 in a game that was maybe not the prettiest of games we've seen here. We heard some comments after the game. The ice wasn't great. We heard some before the game that there was some concern about the ice this weekend. It wasn't great, and the puck was bouncing around a little bit. The building was cold, maybe them trying to remedy the situation, but it had a little bit of an effect on the game. It wasn't real clean.
Right. Well, I think the atmosphere in here was maybe a little down from some nights. And,
yep.
Just the style of play, the way how sloppy it was, whether that was ice affected or not. Didn't get people, too fired up until that third period. Everybody got going a little bit. Second period could put you to sleep as a UND fan, just because, getting outshot 18-5. That just doesn't happen in North Dakota that often.
Well, these are one of these games that you think that they're going to lose it. When there's not much atmosphere, things aren't coming easy, they aren't going well, and in the end, they end up coming up with the plays at the time they need them, and that's what they've been doing. They're 10-1-1 in their last 12 games, which is a very good record. They're in first place right now. Who thought that? None of you guys thought that, admit it. I didn't think that. None of us thought they'd be in first place at this point here, but they are, and it's because they're finding ways to win these toss-up games that could go either way.
And, you talked earlier here how Omaha, where they drop, going from, second in the standings to, potentially being on the road in the first round of the playoffs. So when you have a log jam in the standings and it's as close as it is right now, one game can really change your outlook on things.
That's how tight things are right now. It's just UND wins this game, all of a sudden they're in first. Omaha could be on the road. It's a really jumbled mess. It's going to continue that way until some teams can find a way to separate themselves, and that kind of brings us to tomorrow night. UND has a chance to not really separate itself, but a little bit. I mean, they can start moving in the direction they want to. It's a really big series finale for them, pair-wise, conference-wise, and everything.
Well, and you have 4 at home here.
Yeah.
And Miami coming to town, who can be tough, but also a struggling team right now.
Yeah.
So a very good opportunity for North Dakota to build some separation. And the way Clark Saunders has been playing, with Zane Gothberg out, you didn't know how that transition would work, but it seems like he's been giving them opportunities to get on a roll here.
I think when Omaha fans heard that Zane Gothberg was not going to be playing this weekend,
they might be the fans that were most upset.
Yes, they weren't too happy. Clark has had, in his career, he's had Omaha's number. I thought he was really good tonight. He didn't leave much for rebounds, I didn't think. He just seemed really sure of himself. There were a couple of really bad giveaways in the defensive end, and he kind of ate them up. That one in the second period, I'm trying to think who it was for Omaha that had that great look down low there.
And he kept it out with his toe there barely right at the end, and Rocco came diving in at the last second to try to cover it up.
He really didn't give him a lot to shoot at, though, for how great of a chance that was. He played that perfectly, and I thought that was kind of the story of his night. He was just really solid for UND all around. Paul Ledoux, though, made the save of the game. Yeah. UND goes up 2-1. Omaha comes right back. A really nice pass out front, and all of a sudden Dominic Zombo has an empty net to look at, and Ledoux gets his stick on it.
Yeah, and everybody, the way it stopped like that, everybody in the press box initially thought that Saunders, he got his full paddle on it. So it's kind of amazing that Ledoux was able to get his stick on the puck and be able to keep it out of the net. It must have been a pretty quick, strong play.
Yeah, a real nice, underrated play there. If UND goes up 2-1, and if Omaha answers right back, that's a little bit deflating for the team. Instead, Brendan O'Donnell broke a 14-game goal drought. He lifted the stick of Omaha's best defenseman, arguably. So another key play from those juniors. Parks with the goal, McMillan with the goal, O'Donnell with the goal. Those are the guys we talked about. If they're good, this UND team's pretty good, and they were good. So
and Coach Haxall comes out with a little bit of a lineup shuffle today, putting Drake Kajula on the same line as Mark McMillan and Michael Parks. And that line was pretty strong. I imagine we'll see that line again tomorrow night. Yeah,
I don't know if we'll have any changes for the series finale. Connor Gorder will get to play the full game. He should be well rested. He got tossed in the first period. That might have been a play that is a little bit underrated in the game too, because that was UND's best line to that point. The Gorder, Patton, Rodwell line. That line never was the same. No.
I agree. And then that created some awkward shuffling with lines the rest of the way all over the place.
Yeah, so we'll see that line back together. They've kind of been UND's energy line. I am assuming no changes for UND-Omaha. We'll probably see some changes knowing Dean Blaze. I thought Reed Peters played well for them in goal. He was a big question mark coming in. He was fine. Wasn't the reason they lost. I still think we'll see Kirk Thompson again in the series finale. But
Dean Blaze might have a defenseman suit up
he
with
might.
goalie pads.
You never know. He's unpredictable with his goalies. So thanks for watching the post-game video. We'll be back with a live chat tomorrow night, game time 7:07. Thanks for watching.